Welcome back to Drift Gaming HD, and today we're gonna be taking part in the first midnight battle I have unlocked, and that is against the BMW M3, which is actually a car that I really enjoy, despite not being really a big fan of BMWs, but I mean, it should make for a great drift car. So here we have our top of A-class NSX with wide body, and the only thing I hate about this car, well, I nitpick about this car is like it not having race tires, but the stock compound and the exhaust flames coming from the sides of the car instead of the back, where they shoot from the middle of the back. But that's more of a glitch rather than a fault. Well, it's a big fault for me, but you get the point. So yeah, I mean, I just thought that it would be fun to build this car finally for street racing, and it looks pretty good. So yeah, let's go ahead and drive to the location. And there's the glitch I talk about. I mean, as you can see, the flames really spit from nowhere actually. So let's hope Forza fixes this. I mean, I thought it was fixed from the last update, but it wasn't, so I'm really disappointed. So, well, let's see how we do. Well, I was expecting to have a far less aggressive launch. I mean, this car in the first place was intended to be twin turbocharged, but I backed up because it felt like it had too much wheel spin for what it was. So I went for naturally aspirated, and it sounds pretty good. So yeah, it's running the stock engine, and basically everything else. Well, I don't know. I just made a quick tune and upgraded it a bit, and so far so good. So let's see how this midnight battle work. Oh, I think it's rocking a white Bodykit. So I don't know if we are going to unlock that specific car or the stock car by itself. I mean, time will tell. And I don't think this guy is really fast. I mean, I don't know what class he is in, but it's definitely not in our class. Well, at least I don't think so. Because he's taking a real beating. And well, there's no traffic today, so I think that's good. I mean, it's the first street race that I've seen with no traffic at all. Maybe we'll find somewhat here in the forest, but I don't know. And I mean, I just feel bad for that guy. This midnight battle seems to be far more, well, way easier than the whole street racing kind of thing. I mean, I just feel unworthy of what I've done, really. Oh shit, I mean, the stock tires are really noticeable when turning that hard. I don't know if you can hear it, but you're having a really bad time turning it. Oh well, there's that lonely guy that is driving his Toyota always in the forest at night. And another car, so 2 in a row. It's a busy day here in the forest. Maybe they are borrowing somebody? Well, I hope not. This game is just from 3 years old and up, and we screwed up. What? Well, I think we just got that 3. And I think we're approaching the end of the race, so we'll have to push harder for this guy. Oh, I thought we were not gonna make that turn. I mean, this looks so cool, like it was some initial D kind of thing. I mean, it's something that I wish Forza implemented in more games. like they used to do it, like in Forza 4, the battles in Nürburgring, in Fujimika and things like that. So yeah, it would be nice to see it. And yes, we won. So I mean, it was actually a higher class than us, but it didn't feel like it. But it's okay. I feel better with me now. I mean, it was definitely his fault for not being good enough. And sadly, we didn't really get many credits for that, but oh well, we unlocked that thing, so I'm
Blimey,
okay.
a Bodykit that wide on a car this fast. It's a wonder this thing doesn't take off. I'll just keep it in the garage, shall I?
Okay, thanks. I mean, I tried to buy another BMW M3 from the auction house, but they were. I mean, I lost a bit. I mean, it was going pretty expensive, so I thought it was not worth it. And since now we got one, I think it's okay. So actually, let's go ahead and drive this thing in the garage. Um, Actually, I don't really want to pay for the fast travel, so I'm gonna show you guys a way you can fast travel to the nearest um, Horizon Festival for free, and it's really saying that you're going to the auto show. I mean, it sends you right back into the festival without charging any money for it. So, I mean, I don't know if it is a glitch or not, but it saves you like half a grand, well, half a 10 grand, you know. So yeah, it's good. And is it on the barn finds? No, it's not. So I guess it is here. So here it is, and it is really a stock. So I hope we got the Bodykit. But well, it's okay. We can add it. We can toss it on later. And I think that's what I'm going to do right now. So let's see what this card has, and well, it's not the strongest card in Forza Beast. I mean, it doesn't really have anything interesting, but yeah, let's go ahead and actually modify this thing to our liking. And actually, I don't really like that paint, but eh. And well, the rims is not really my cup of tea, but the bucket really looks fairly good. So yeah, let's go ahead and add this thing, but I want to go for the custom upgrade instead of paying for everything. So let's see. I mean, we don't really have any bumpers and spoilers, I guess, apart from the Rocket Bunny one, which actually I don't really like, to be honest. But we'll see what I do with that. So let's see what kind of body kits we have. More than just one, as I was expecting. But yeah, I mean, actually, it looks pretty good. It's not really that wide when it doesn't look like it, to me at least. But no, I actually prefer the stock exhaust to the Rocket Bunny ones. They seem to be too small for a fairly modified car, but I don't know. I mean, the bumper, it's really something I enjoy. But again, I think it lacks some detail from the original, uh, you know, the original body panels, but I don't know. I think we'll have to work with that, so let's see what spoilers suit this thing. I mean, the Rocket Bunny to me seems really plain, so I think I'd either go for this one or the stock one, and I think we're gonna get the stock one. And we have to lower this thing ASAP because it's looking really, really bad. So I mean, the actual suspension upgrades. Oh, there we go. So I mean, it drops a fair bit. I mean, we can also tune it so it drops even more, but for now it worked like that. So I mean, I'm just doing the cosmetic kind of thing because I want to know how this thing will look. Because I'm actually interested in seeing how this thing performs like stock. So I mean, let's go ahead and choose some rims. And I mean, these ones always look pretty good to me. But I don't know. Let's see if we can find anything more suiting for this car. I mean, actually, the Rocket Bunny rims it came in the Bodykit preset actually don't look that bad, despite the fact that I said that I didn't really like them. But I think it's a pretty like German's look sort of feel. I don't know. I mean, these are more like the JDM kind of rims, and I mean some of them fit very well, and some other really don't. But I don't know. I mean, for some reason these rims always remind me of a Camaro. I mean, they look pretty similar to my eye. I mean, the 2008 model, by the way. So let's see. And I don't think there's really anything interesting in this department. So let's see what rims could we get from here. I don't know. I mean, there isn't really many rims that suit this car. I mean, these ones, or these ones, even, I don't know. Actually, none of them really give me the vibe of being a drift car for some reason, which is kind of the thing I'm going for. These ones looks actually, this one look pretty weird. Nope. I think these ones were the one that were in what this car was using in the race, or no, I don't think they were these ones, but I don't know. No, I mean I'm not really liking any rim. I'm starting to worry actually, because if we don't find anything that suits this car here, we're pretty much done. So I mean, actually, this one don't look that bad, although it's not really the style we are going for. I mean, again, these rims really suit for Porsches, but we don't really have Porsches in this game. Neither we have roughs, so they're pretty pointless. I mean, these ones, they're nice. These ones are pretty cool looking, actually. I think we'll go for those Hammonds. But let's see if we can find anything else. I don't think so. Again, more Porsche rims for some reason. And these ones were the one in the body kit, but I don't really like them. So yeah, I think we're going for the Hammonds. And where were they? Here we go. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this car. So I think we're pretty much done. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to have I'm going to go ahead and jump into the streets to see how this thing performs stock, first of all. And then for another episode, I'll just make a drift build out of it, or maybe a race build. I'm not really sure yet, but let's see if this car has any potential. And here we are. I mean, it sounds pretty good stock. And it spits a lot of flames for being stock, I mean. So I mean, it's drifting a lot, just oh, that was actually pretty dangerous. I mean, I think this car could very well be a drift car. I mean, it just needs a bit more angle. Oh shit! A bit more steering angle and just a lock differential. I think with that will be okay. Because it doesn't really need a lot of power to break the rear tire loose. So I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be spending a lot of money upgrading this thing. And it holds itself pretty well in the sand. Well, in the dirt. So let's just bring it to the drift zone. I know this car is stuck, but just to see how this thing, what score will this thing get just by itself with no upgrades at all. And what car is that? Is it a Mercedes? What the hell is that? Ah, it's a BMW or M6. I'm not really sure, but I think I got that car in the garage. I just thought it was some kind of car that I haven't seen before, but because again, since I saw that Sylvia posted in the video, I'm really on the lookout for this kind of unlocked cars the game has. And whoop, the differential must be locked. That's my main target with this build. And it doesn't do bad for going uphill really, but it's not good either, you know.
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh, I don't know what I was trying to do. Well, it's like an outfall really. So let's just try to go downhill.
Sounds like we've got another one for Warren's rescue home for wayward and abandoned classic cars. Go find it for me, will ya?
So here we go. Well, it's definitely better downhill than it is uphill, but that was something expected from the get-go. Shit, I mean, I hate drive cars in this game. I mean, I hate them for that very reason. So, yeah, I think we're pretty much done for this episode. I mean, again, stay tuned and we'll do a drift build of this car. Because, I mean, it's out of potential really, but as every diamond goes, it needs to be polished, you know, so yeah. See you guys in the next video, and whoa, what a weird ending that was. So yeah, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.